Miss Swanson, are you busy?
Oh, come in, Jeremy. Hi, Amy.
We don't want to bother you or anything.
Oh, no, not at all. You two have promised to make me famous in the school literary magazine. Hey, how did my interview turn out, by the way? Have you written it up yet?
Well, what we've got so far is great.
Yeah?
Well, the magazine goes to press tonight, and we need 1 or 2 more quotes to go in the article.
More? Oh, dear. I was afraid I'd said too much already.
Well, all that stuff is really interesting about how you came from England and got into teaching, but it's
Sort of superficial.
Oh.
You see, Miss Swanson, we want our piece to be journalism, not just public relations. Well, like the writers we admire, Oriana Fallaci.
Hunter Thompson, Norman Mailer.
Well, you two have really done your homework, haven't you? All right, come on. Let's pull up a chair. Right. Fire away. What do you want to know? Oh, you're using a tape recorder this time. I hate the sound of my voice on those things.
Oh, we just wanted to try it out.
Yeah, a reporter we read about called the tape recorder a valuable tool.
Well, a certain ex-president has a different opinion.
Oh, it'll be okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Miss Swanson, you're probably the most popular teacher at Fillmore.
Oh.
Certainly the most popular English teacher.
Well, I'm not sure that's true or should be, but all right, thank you.
It's because you give us lots more than just classroom instruction.
We value your opinion on all kinds of subjects. Like
what?
Sex.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Miss Swanson?
Jeremy, merely mentioning the word sex hardly constitutes a question.
Well, we just want your general impressions about sex.
Sex, yes. Would you mind putting that thing down? Yes, well, I doubt if there's much that I can add to what you already know. I mean, I'm sure that you could tell me all sorts of things, you know. I mean, young people today, they seem to have the answer to everything, you know, especially about the technical part. Yes, could you be a little bit more specific?
Okay. If you had a daughter, would you be in favor of her living with a boy?
Oh, dear, well, that's not an easy question to answer. I don't have a daughter. It would depend on her. I'd want to know what sort of a person the boy was, you know, were they serious? I'm certainly not in favor of casual sex.
Come on, Diane, it's 5 of. Are you ready for the faculty meeting?
Oh, I completely forgot. I'm awfully sorry. I'm going to have to cut this short.
One last thing, Miss Swanson. What you're saying is then if a boy and girl are serious, it's okay for them to live together.
What are you doing? Teaching English from Playboy magazine?
Miss Edwards, I am being interviewed for the Literary Quarterly. That really wasn't what I meant, Amy. My opinion, or anyone else's opinion, isn't nearly as important as individual conscience. You know, I feel that...
Excuse me, Miss Swanson, but whenever I'm late, Mr. Brody accuses me of being shiftless.
I'm going to have to go. Lots of luck with the story.
Thanks, Miss Swanson.
Yeah, and watch that punctuation and spelling, all right?
Well, you think we got enough, Amy?
Sure. That quote about individual conscience will be terrific.
Well, obviously what she was saying was, if it feels right, it's all right, right?
Right.
Right.
Michael, I've never seen you come to school this early.
Oh, yeah, I've been here for an hour already. I had to check on my lab hamsters, Mick and Ringo.
Oh, no, are they sick?
I thought Ringo was. Turns out he's pregnant. Well, it's easy to get confused with hamsters, even for a scientist.
Well, it looks like Mick and Ringo weren't confused.
Yeah, I know. Now all I gotta do is figure out what to tell my freshmen. Up until now, they thought Mick and Ringo were just fighting.
Isn't that wonderful? Even hamsters can find romance. I can't even find a date.
Well, I can introduce you to a real nice hamster.
Isn't that the literary magazine?
Yeah,
There's supposed to be an article about Diane in there.
there is. I've been reading it. Pretty hot stuff.
What do you mean?
Listen to this. Miss Diana Swanson, herself an attractive divorcee, stopped just short of fully endorsing premarital living arrangements, though she added, I'd want to know what sort of person the boy was.
Uh-oh. Diana said that?
Yes, and it gets better. Miss Swanson stated that she personally does not favor casual sex, but that individual conscience is more important than her opinion.
You said it got better. That's worse.
Good morning.
I hope you don't find it necessary to change your opinion on that.
No, what do you mean?
Page 9.
Hey, the literary magazine. Great. Oh, no, I wish they hadn't used that picture of me. Do I really look like this?
No, they should have shown you with your foot in your mouth.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, crikey.
Right?
Yes, crikey, an ancient medieval expression. Roughly translated, it means the archbishop has hit the fan.
Those rotten kids. How dare they do this to me?
Well, honey, I think you did it to yourself.
Oh, that journalism, indeed. Those irresponsible...
Now. Maybe you're overreacting, eh? You were obviously misquoted. All you have to do is say so.
No, I wasn't misquoted.
You weren't?
Technically, no. Those are my words.
Wait a minute. Wait. You told kids it's all right that they live together? My own mother still won't give me permission.
No. Don't you understand? They twisted everything just to fit a point that they wanted to make with my words. I mean, these are the words that were mine, but they aren't the words that were mine the way they were when they were mine.
Shocking. Smut. Filth.
Yeah, but it's a stunning picture of Diana, don't you think?
What are you talking about, Dreyfus?
Aren't you referring to the interview with Diana in the Lit magazine?
I haven't gotten that far yet. I was stopped cold by this smarmy poem at the front. Appalling.
Oh, do you mean this one, Mr. Brody? Come live with me and be my love, and we will all the pleasures prove.
You don't have to read it aloud. It's bad enough in print. Who is this Marlowe, anyway? He ought to be expelled.
Christopher Marlowe, Mr. Brody. Christopher Marlowe, the poet, 16th century.
Oh, come on. You remember him. He graduated 400 years ago. You gave him a demerit for poaching the king's deer.
It's been a few years since English lit. You all can wallow in muck if you wish, but Marlowe can thank his lucky stars I never got hold of him.
Wait till Mr. Brody gets to the article about you, Diana.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Your only hope is that Brody's lips will get tired before he reads that far.
Thank you, Mike.
Miss Cooper!
Swanson.
Yeah.
You're free this hour, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't have a class. I'm planning to grade some essays. No.
I want you to come to my office with me.
Oh, anything wrong, Mr. Cooper?
We'll talk about it.
Oh. Couldn't we just feel...
We'll talk about it.
Mr...
Sir, I'm not sure I know what you mean. What kind of school are we running here? It's a high school. Yeah, we have classes, we have a band, a football team, a prom, Oh, my... Oh, Mr. Cooper! Hold, please. Mr. Cooper, hold, please. Mr. Cooper, I have a ton of messages here for you.
Hold them, and I don't want any calls, not even from my wife.
That sounds serious.
Maybe not. He never takes calls from his wife.
Louis, what's going on?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen things this crazy since Mr. Brody thought he found a bomb in the home ec lab, and it turned out to be a pound cake.
Yes, sir.
You'd be amazed at how many people have been asking me about this interview.
Yeah.
Now, if you can explain it to me, I can explain it to them.
Well, I don't think there's really anything to explain, Mr. Cooper.
Oh, what a pity. I wanted to be fair. Before I blast you, and I'm going to blast you, I wanted to hear your side of it.
Yeah, well, I think what happened, Mr. Cooper, is that two highly motivated, over-eager students just got carried away.
Then they misquoted you.
No. Every word they printed in the article, I said.
Then you got carried away.
No. I meant every word I said, but then when they put it in the article, my meaning got altered. You see, language is a fragile thing, Mr. Cooper. You know, take it from an English teacher. You know.
Listen to this. The Auburn Trust, Diana Swanson, agreed that young people today have a wide range of knowledge about sex.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could tell me things. She laughed.
Yeah.
Now, what are you trying to do? Turn this place into Masters and Johnson?
Oh, no, really, Mr. Cooper, I don't think that I have to be put in the position of explaining my every utterance or the color of my hair.
Well, make up your mind. First, you got a big mouth, then you refuse to say anything.
Well, I think I said quite enough.
You're damn right you said quite enough. Because if you kept your mouth shut in the first place, we wouldn't be in this mess in the second place. Yes!
I waited for a break in the yelling.
What do you want, McCardle?
Well, you won't believe it, but the 6 o'clock news is on the phone.
You're wrong, McCardle. The 6 o'clock news is on television.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know that cute guy with the serious hair? Sure, you know the one. He reads the news and he makes jokes with the weatherman. He's on the phone right now. He wants to talk to Diana.
What, to me? What for?
Tell him that Miss Swanson is unavailable for any more interviews.
Oh, really?
That's all, McCardle.
Mr. Cooper, should it not be for me to decide with whom I may speak or with whom I may not?
Oh, come on, Swanson. Whom is kidding whom?
Oh, really? This is America. Freedom of speech and all that.
You pitched your innings, now I'm pulling you out of the game.
Is there some sort of sports phrase? Because if it is, I think it's very unfair of you to use that on me.
You really don't know what's happening, do you?
Apparently not.
Do you know what I found when I got to my office this morning? A bunch of concerned parents wanting your head on the plate. They wanted me to call a meeting with you there to answer charges.
Well, charges of what?
Of undermining the moral fiber of their children. Now, I stalled them. I said that you didn't say any of those words, that the kids were wrong. But from now on, you better keep your mouth shut or these parents are coming back. This time, they're going to bring a rope.
No, I can't believe that.
Make book on it.
Is that another sports phrase?
Hello?
Oh, yes, this is Diana Swanson. What, a radio station in San Francisco? No, what program? Happy Harry in the AM. Oh, well, what could Happy Harry want to know? No, oh, no, I'm sorry. Look, I can't give you any advice on sex. No, not male, female, or what have you. Oh, you have? You have? How many? Well, I haven't. No, I don't have any advice. No, thank you.
I just dropped by to tell you your phone was ringing.
Oh, yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I'm very sorry. Diana Swanson has left the country. She has defected to South America. Tierra del Fuego, I believe. Thank you. What are you doing here?
Girl, what is the matter with you? You told me yesterday you needed a ride to school because your car was in the shop.
I'm sorry, Gwen. I forgot. Yeah. Come on in. You like some coffee?
Love some.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just not myself this morning, you know. I've been besieged with phone calls from broadcast people, newspapers, and there was some silly fuss over that article in the student magazine.
Better be careful, Dinah. Might not be as silly as you think.
Oh, really? What do you mean?
Well, I remember something like this happened a couple of years ago when I taught at Jefferson. Some social studies teacher told his class they'd never understand communism until they read Karl Marx. Well, first that got out, and next thing anybody knew, he was out.
Oh, what happened to him?
Well, last I heard, he was looking for a job in another state. And he said from then on, he wasn't even going to mention Groucho Marx.
Well, that's censorship.
That's life. And that's your phone again.
No, yes. Could you get it, Gwen?
Where was that in South America you went to?
No, I don't know, any place far away.
Allô? Je regrette, je ne comprends pas. Parlez-vous français? Non, quel dommage.
Well, what did you say?
I told him to take the Lakers and don't give any points. You ready to go to school?
Yes, I am. And I tell you, if that phone goes one more time, I shall scream.
Swanson, you want to see us?
I certainly do. Will you come in, please?
We really want to talk to you, too.
Ah, well, if it's about another interview, I'm sure you'll understand my reluctance.
Amy and I are really sorry about what's been going on.
We didn't mean for things to get out of hand like this.
Well, they did. And what did you think you were doing?
We thought we'd print a retraction if that could help.
Ah, yes. When could you do that?
Well, our spring issue comes out in 4 months.
It's not the tightest of deadlines, is it?
Miss Swanson, are you in trouble because of us?
I'm in big trouble.
Why can't you just explain to everyone what you really meant?
Because Mr. Cooper has ordered me to keep silent and not say another word.
Oh, man, that's censorship.
You didn't really say anything wrong in the first place.
No, I didn't. Oh, enough said on the subject. And maybe we've all learned a valuable lesson. Mine is to think before I speak, and yours is to listen to a person before you decide what it is they've said. All right?
Yes.
Okay. You mean they're really not going to let you defend yourself? You're going to let Mr. Cooper shut you up? The Constitution guarantees a freedom of speech.
And the Declaration of Independence was all about the right to dissent.
You two have put me in an impossible position.
That was our mistake, and we're sorry. But you have the right to speak for yourself, don't you?
Yeah, make your own point this time.
The record won't be straight until you set it straight.
Oh, why can't the two of you be dull, uninterested students who fall asleep in class?
Well, it's your fault, Miss Swanson. You're too good a teacher.
Will you do it?
Oh, no. I'll go this far. I'll have another go at Mr. Cooper.
And what if he says no again?
Well, maybe I'll have to go a bit farther.
All right. I'd like to see the look on his face when you lay that on him.
Mr. Cooper's face.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Oh, Lois, have you seen Mr. Cooper? I couldn't find him in his office.
Yes, well, he went to the gym with Mr. Pafko.
Oh, the gym?
I don't know what it is. I just cannot see Pafko and Cooper pumping iron together.
They're not. They're pumping the drain in the shower room, or at least Mr. Pafko is. I'm sure Mr. Cooper is just supervising.
I hope it's going well. I've got to speak to Mr. Cooper when he's in a good mood.
Mr. Cooper in a good mood? The last time I saw the guy smile was the day Warren Wertlinger fell down the stairs.
Oh, no, that is not fair, Michael. You know, we have all seen Mr. Cooper when he's been perfectly charming.
Get away from me. Call a plumber. Did I say call a plumber, Pafko?
But I could have swore I could fix it.
But you didn't fix it.
But you swore.
I always swear when my socks fill up with water. I'm funny that way.
You know what's funny about life? What's funny is if I would have fixed it, you'd have said, hey, Pafko, good job. Way to go, Mr. Pafko. 3 cheers for Mr.
Pafko, call a plumber.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cooper.
What is this, a teacher strike?
What do you think, Diana? You think he's in a good enough mood for you to talk to him?
Of course I'm in a good mood. I'm always in a good mood. What is this, Swanson?
No, nothing important, Mr. Cooper.
Everything you say is important. Now, what is it?
All right, Mr. Cooper. I want to meet those parents. I want that meeting that you got me out of to take place.
You know, sometimes I wonder how your mind works. Right now, I wonder if it's working at all.
I will not be silenced. I want that meeting so I can make myself understood to those people.
Those people want to hang you. They don't want to hear you. You understand? No meeting, and that's fine.
All right, listen, then maybe I'll have to talk to those news people.
All right, I can't talk to you. Dreyfus, see if you can talk some sense to it.
Diana, if you really think about it, Mr. Cooper's right.
Wait, it's my decision, not his.
On the other hand, Mr. Cooper, Diana's right.
Who asked you? This is what you want. It's your funeral. Lois, come on, we'll make the arrangements.
Diana.
Lois!
Hey, Michael. Michael, do you think I'm doing the right thing?
I haven't decided yet, Diana. I'm too busy being relieved this isn't happening to me.
You're a big help, Michael.
Well, it's the least I can do, Diana. I feel this is very important. You're going to be dealing with people who feel very emotionally. Now, you are going to have to be a pillar of strength. These are the best of times, they're the worst of times, if I may be so bold as to quote a fellow countryman of yours. You know, at times like these, I feel it's important that we turn to, well, I don't know what you would call it, but I like to think of it as that great force of sensibility in the sky. A sensibility that understands that the rights of a man are a fragile thing. A thing that you could not approach with, say,
Mr. Cooper.
Ah, Miss Swanson, come in. These are the ladies from the Parents Association. This is Mr. Wheelwright.
I'm president of the Parents Action Committee. This is Mrs. Helmsley, Mrs. Burnside, and Mrs. Corrigan.
I'm really sorry we haven't met before this.
So are we, Miss Swanson. If we'd met before you were hired, we wouldn't be here now. I should say so, Evelyn. Wouldn't be here.
Yes. Right. Well, Mr. Wheelwright, ladies, I wanted to meet you so we could clear up a misunderstanding that has arisen over my statements in the student magazine.
You admit you made those statements? You weren't misquoted, Mr. Cooper? You said she was misquoted.
No, I wasn't misquoted. I was misinterpreted. There is a difference.
Not to our children, there isn't.
I don't see the difference at all. Do you, Margaret?
No, not when it involves the morals of our sons and daughters, Miss Swanson. Now, you advocated irresponsible behavior and loose living.
No, I advocated nothing. I responded merely to a hypothetical question.
Well, your glib comments to those children were dangerous and misleading.
You had no right to bring up the subject in the first place.
Well, no, I didn't bring it up. You know, they brought it up. And if I might point out, Jeremy Stewart and Amy Kelly are not children. They're bright young adults.
You implied that it's all right for a 16-year-old girl to go off and live with her boyfriend.
No, I said that while I wouldn't condone a daughter of mine having an affair, I would certainly hope that she could talk to me about it.
And it's people like you without children talking like that that cause young girls to get into those situations in the first place.
That's exactly what happened to your poor Sally.
Now, if we inhabit...
Please, just a minute. Excuse me. me, ladies. No, I mean, we can hope to guide young people, to advise them, to warn them.
That is a parent's job, not yours.
So I think it's a job for all of us. If they live in your house, you can even impose rules. But eventually, they're going to make their own mistakes because they're human beings and they have free will. And that is their great gift if they use it well. At least that's what I tell my students. Well, that's all. Except for this.
What's this?
My resignation.
Nobody asked you to resign.
No, I have no right to involve you in the school any farther.
Swanson, you don't want to do this.
Don't tell me what I want to do.
Don't do it.
Mr. Cooper, I have to do it.
What is this going to prove?
Mr. Cooper.
Mr.
What?
Cooper.
Wait, you wait. What?
Mr. Cooper, I don't know about you, but I'm a busy man. Now, you have a resignation in your hand. I suggest you accept it, and we'll be on our way.
I should say so, Edgar. On our way.
Thank you for your cooperation in this matter, Mr. Cooper. And thank you, Swanson, for doing the right thing. Ladies?
Wait just a minute. I want to tell you something. First of all, I'm not going to accept Miss Swanson's resignation.
What?
Secondly, I don't like to be told how to run my school.
Mr. Cooper,
I'm the principal of the school, not you people. And as long as I'm the principal, I will decide who stays and who goes.
Did you hear that?
Mr. Cooper, perhaps the superintendent will have something to say about this.
Yes, yes. And when you talk to him, you tell him I said Miss Swanson is indispensable to this school. She's a fine teacher. I'm not going to get rid of her just because two of her students tried too hard. Do you understand?
Come on, ladies.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper.
Don't you have a class or something? You just going to stand around and thank me all day long?
I just wanted you to know that I appreciate what you did.
Why would I want you to resign? Someday I may want to fire you. Just a minute. Just a minute. This envelope is empty. You didn't mean to resign at all.
Well, yes, I did. I just didn't know how to put it into words.
Just as well. If you left, I wouldn't have anybody to fight with.
Hey, what about Lois?
Lois, she doesn't fight. She cries.
What about Mr. Brody?
Brody's got a glass jaw. Can't take a punch. He cries, too.
Michael Dreyfus?
Michael Dreyfus is no fun. He always winds up agreeing with me. No, you're the only one I can fight with.
Where are we going?
I thought we'd get some coffee. Oh. And a gag for your big mouth.
What?